Hello friends, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of Career Launcher. Friends, I am running this series, the basic set for data interpretation since last I believe 20 days, and I have already covered 5 lectures on this. I'm hoping that the students who are watching these sessions, they are able to now understand the basics of data interpretation and they are ready to take the step forward towards the next level of difficulty, right? Now, in the previous sessions, I have covered very basic questions which are related to handling the data when it is given in the form of tables, bar graphs, pie charts. We have seen all this type of data individually, right? And we have solved plenty of basic sets in the last 5 sessions related to data interpretation. Okay, also you must have realized that in each of these sessions, I am increasing the level of difficulty a little bit. Now today we are going to jump to another level in which the data that will be given to us will be normal, but the questions will be of slightly higher level of difficulty. They will be very logical. They will be based on the logical calculations which are related to percentages. Okay. Now friends, when you see these type of questions, then in some of these questions you think that you will have to do a lot of calculations, but if you will do, like, if you are logically sound, if you understand the fundamentals of, let's say, percentages, then you will realize that there will be a lot of cases when you actually don't have to do the calculations, but you can derive the answer logically in less amount of time. Okay, there will be 1 or 2 questions that will involve in-depth calculation, but the remaining questions, let's say there are 6 questions in a set, then if a set is involving a lot of calculations, like if a particular question has a lot of calculation and you think that you will be able to do that question, I would say that in maybe 3 or 4 minutes, then it is recommended to leave that question. But any question that involves a certain logic and you can bypass the calculations, you can derive the answer, you can find out the answer logically, then you must understand, you must adapt to those methods of finding the answer, right? In today's set, you will learn these particular things, right? So initially you will run towards doing the calculations, but later on you will realize that there is no need to do calculations. We can also find out the answer logically just by observing these numbers that are given in the data. So friends, I, Gaurav Gupta, welcome all of you once again on the YouTube channel of Career Launcher. I hope I am clearly visible and audible to all of you before we'll start with these questions. Okay. Now, like I assured all of you that if anyone will watch all of these sessions, then you will be able to easily handle the set that comes in the examinations like Narsi Munji, Symbiosis, MHCT. You will easily sail through these examinations, right? Now, if you are also preparing for CAT, which I believe most of us will be doing, then I am running other different series in which I'm discussing the previous year paper questions of quantitative ability, logical reasoning, data interpretation. So you can be regular with us on the YouTube channel and you will start learning all these things in different series of sessions that we are conducting for all of you. All right. So friends, let's start with today's session. So in today's session, once again, I'll be taking one set, okay, one set of questions, but believe me, have faith on me, you will learn a lot of things from this set, okay, like you have been learning in the previous questions. So let's first of all understand, read the directions carefully and analyze the data, what is actually given in the data, and then we will start solving this. All right. Okay. Now let's read this data. Question says that the direction says that refer to the graph below and answer the questions that follow. The graph given represents the percentage growth in the price of gold over the price on the previous day. All right. So the data is about the percentage growth in the price of gold over the price of the previous day. The price of gold on day 0, that is previous day of day 1, was rupees 3000 per gram. So they have given the price of gold on the 0th day. Okay, and the data, the graph that you can see, the line graph that you can see, it gives the percentage growth in the price of gold over the price on the previous day. Okay, so the price on day 0 is 300 rupees per gram. If you will look at the data, the percentage growth on day 1 is 2%. So I can say that as compared to day 0, the price will increase by 2%. Okay, so 3000 is the price, 2% of 3000 is 60. So day 1 the price will be 3060. Likewise, on day 2, the percentage growth is 4% and the price will increase by 4% with respect to the price on day 1, and so on. The same thing will keep on happening up till the 10th day. Okay. Now we think that the data is very simple. Yes, actually it is very simple. Okay, it's not what we think, it is actually simple. So it gives you the percentage growth in the price of gold over the previous day for the 10 days. Okay, so 10 दिन का data दिया हुआ है and you are also given the price on the 0th day, which is rupees 3000 per gram. All right, so data is simple, straightforward, like nothing complex about this data. Let's have a look at the questions. Okay, so question number 1 on your screen will be there in a few moments. Please be prepared with your pen and paper. You will like probably have to write something. Okay, also for every question, I'll first of all give you 1.5 minutes to understand the question, to solve it, and to post your answer in the chat box. Okay, I'll be giving you 1.5 minutes after for every question, and then we'll start having a discussion about that. So question number 1 on your screen. On how many days from day 1 to day 10 did the price of gold increase as compared to the previous day? You are given 4 options: 4, 6, 7, or cannot be determined. On how many days from day 1 to day 10 did the price of gold increase as compared to the previous day? Okay, we'll have to compare it with the price of the previous day only. The graph is in front of you. We'll discuss the approach, but first of all, I want each and every one of you to understand the data that is given to you once again and then give me an answer. Come on, give me an answer for this. Now, I suggest each and every one of you to solve this. Okay, if you will keep sitting idle and you're not solving, then you are just wasting your time. Okay, so if you want to learn something for your CAT examination or or for other examination, then you need to pick up pen and paper and solve and give me the answer. Okay, don't be casual in finding the answer. If you will act casually, then you will definitely get a wrong answer. Okay, so make sure that you are doing some rough work, you are writing some numbers, and then on the basis of your rough work, on the basis of the efforts that you have made, you are posting your answer. Okay, do something. Another few seconds you have to find out the answer. All of you, I suggest to keep posting your answers in the chat box. All right, now let's analyze the complete data that is given to us. Now, generally, what mistake we can do? Okay. Question is, on how many days from day 1 to day 10 did the price of gold increase as compared to the previous day? So, general mistake is, if you look at the data from day 1 to day 2, it is a positive slope. Okay. So, day 1, the growth was 2%. Day 2, the growth was 4%. So, we feel that on day 2, the price has increased. So, this is 1. This is 2, it has increased because it is going up. Whenever it is going down, we think that this is a decrease, 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 no change, decrease, increase, and increase. Okay, so probably like the most common answer that we will give or we will mark will be 4. Okay, but 4 is not the correct answer. Let us understand why. Okay, now if I look at from day 2 to day 3, day 2 the growth is 4%, day 3 the growth is 8%, right? Fine. So the growth percentage has increased from day 2 to day 3, but on both the days growth has happened with respect to the previous day. Day 2 the growth was 4%, so basically it means that the value has increased by 4% only with respect to day 1, but the value has increased. Similarly, on day 3 the value has increased by 8% over or with respect to day 2. So again, I can say that on day 3 the value has increased. Now if we'll go ahead and look at day 4, so on day 4 the value has not decreased, right? It has increased. It has increased by a rate of 6%. Okay, so the rate was not as high as on the previous day. जितना पहले increase हुआ था, जितना percentage पहले increase हुआ था उतना नहीं है, but still there is an increase of 6% as compared to the previous day. Okay, so if I'll check the price of gold from day 3 to day 4. So whatever the price was there on day 3, on day 4 the price is 6% more as compared to day 3. So again I can say that the price of gold has increased on day 4. Similarly, day 5 the growth is 2%. Okay, so from day 4 to day 5 the price has increased by 2%. Okay, so again day 5 should be considered. Looking at day 6, the growth is -2, so that means the price has dropped by 2%. Okay, so whatever the price was on day 5, now on day 6 it is dropped by 2%. So day 6 will not be considered, and so on. Okay, so this is the actual data. Now if I start looking from day 1, the growth is 2% as compared to day 0. Okay, so the price has increased by 2%. I will consider day 1. Day 2 the price has increased by 4%. I will consider. Day 3 the price has increased by 8% over the previous day. I will consider. Day 4, important, the price has increased by 6% over the previous day. I will consider. Day 5, again there is an increase, 2% considered. Day 6, day 7, day 8, on all these days there is a negative growth. That means the value has decreased over the previous day. So these 3 days will not be considered, because on these 3 days the value has decreased over the value of the previous year, of the previous day. Okay, again day 9 the growth is 2%, right? It's a positive growth. So as compared to day 8, the value on day 9 has increased by 2%, and similarly it has happened on day 10. Okay, so day 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 on these 5 days, and then on day 9 and day 10. So I can say that there are 7 days on which the price of gold increase as compared to the previous day. All right, so the correct answer of this question will be option 3, that is 7. I hope I'm clear with this, right? So do not misread the data. Okay, so this is like a tricky way of giving you the data. Okay, now if you have answered question number 1, you will easily be able to answer question number 2. So question number 1 and question number 2 are similar. There is just one small change. They're asking on how many days from day 1 to day 10 did the price of gold decrease as compared to the previous day. So even if I'll not give you options, I'll not show you the data based on the previous question, you should be able to mark this answer. Okay, so if I'll go back to the data, we can see that day 6, day 7 and day 8, on these 3 days, the value, the price decreased as compared to the previous day, right? So what will be your answer? I'll give you 30 seconds, all of you. Please tell me what will be the number of days. I'm not showing you the options. मैं options show नहीं कर रहा हूँ. So post your answer on how many days the price of gold decrease as compared to the previous day. Yes, I want it from each and every one of you. Please write your answer. Write your answer in the chat box. All the students who are watching this session right now in the live format, post your answer in the chat box. Wonderful. So the options are, option 1 is 2 days, option 2 is 3 days, option 3 is 4 days, and option 4 cannot be determined. We know that the correct answer should be 3 days. Okay, so in the data, you can clearly see that it is happening on 3 days. All right, fine. Now let's move on towards the next question. All of you. I will show you the question. This is the question. So read it. Then I'll display the options as well as the data. A very logical question once again this is. So the first two questions were easily manageable. Now probably you will have to start doing the calculations for the upcoming questions. Okay. Now these are interesting questions. You will love it. Jayesh bought 20 grams of gold on day 0. Okay. She earned the maximum profit by selling it on one of the given days. On which day did she sell the gold? So a person bought gold on day 0 and she earned the maximum. So bought the gold on day 0 and sold it on one day, on one of these days, right? So what will be the maximum profit that she will earn, right? So that she will sell it on a particular day. So to earn the maximum profit on which day you must sell the gold. This is what the question is. So these are the options. Day 3, day 5, day 10 cannot be determined. Cannot be determined will be the pet option that you will get, right? So by selling gold on which of these days this person will earn the maximum profit. 2 minutes all you have. Now before you actually start doing calculations, observe the entire data and then logically give me an answer. Okay, right? So if I'll give you a calculator or if I'll give you like a liberty to do each and every calculation, then certainly you will be able to get the answer, but it will take a lot of time. Okay, using calculator you will have to check every day's price. So you will have to insert the value of the previous day, apply percentage change. If it is increase or decrease, you will be calculating the value of gold on every day. And you will sell the gold on a day when the price of the gold is maximum, right? But is this the correct approach? No, not actually. This is not why they are testing you in like on data interpretation. They want to see your logical skills, right? Calculation to calculator bhi kar leta hai na. Okay, so they want to see how much like how much logically you can handle these questions without doing much of calculations. ठीक है? So exact price of gold मत निकालो every day. Okay, just observe the data. कहाँ पे percentage increase है, कहाँ पे percentage decrease है. You also must be knowing the concept of net percentage change. So apply all those things and then calculate the answer of this question. I'll give you another 1.5 minutes to post your answer. Come on, all of you. Think logically and then answer. Okay? Let's see how many of you are able to give a correct answer for this. All right, enough of time. Fine. Now, all of you focus, all of you concentrate on whatever I'm explaining. This is a crucial thing to understand, a very important thing. Okay. Now, the person bought whatever grams. I am not bothered about the quantity of gold that he or she is buying. Okay. So, the person bought it on day 0, right? What was the price of gold on that day? Again, this is not required to answer this question. Okay, so whatever the price was on day 0, look at the graph. On day 0, whatever the price was, okay, we have to find out selling this entire gold on which of these days would get him or her the maximum profit. Okay, now day 1, from the graph, I can, like, graph is about the percentage growth in the price. On day 1, there is a positive growth in price. So the price of gold will increase on day 1 as compared to day 0. Again, day 2, there is a positive growth. So again, I can say that the price of gold will increase on day 2 as compared to day 1. Okay, so day 0 to day 1, it has increased. Day 1 to day 2, it has further increased. So effectively, I can say that if I look at day 0, 1 and 2, the price of gold will be maximum on day 2 out of these 3 days because it is increasing. Then if I move on to day 3, the price has further increased by 8%. Okay, so including day 3, the price will be maximum now on day 3 because abhi tak price increase hi ho raha hai. The price is increasing, right? Now include day 4. What is the percentage increase in day 4? Now these lines will decept you. ये जो lines है ना, ऊपर जा रही है, फिर ऊपर जा रही है और फिर नीचे जा रही है, ठीक है? Because of this, do not get confused, right? So day 4, the price is increased by 6% as compared to day 3. So again, I can say that the price of day 4 will be more as compared to day 3. So that means it has further increased. So on these 5 days, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, the price will be maximum on day 4. Okay, day 5 it is increased again by 2%. So the price on day 5 will be more than day 4. So if you look at the first 5 days, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the price will be maximum on day 5. Okay, so if it is about only these 5 days, the person will sell the entire gold on day 5 and she will earn the maximum profit, because out of first 5 days the price is maximum on day 5. Okay, now what happened on day 6? The price reduced by 2%. Day 7 it further reduced. Day 8 it further reduced. Okay, so if I look at first 8 days, so the price on day 6 is less than day 5. It further reduced on day 7. It further reduced on day number 8. Okay, right? So we can say that out of these first 8 days, the price was maximum still on day number 5. Okay, right? But day 9 and day 10, the price increased further. So now we'll have to get into a little bit of calculations. Okay, now whatever the price was on day 5, it decreased by 2%. So decreased by 2%, then again decreased by 2%, then again decreased by 6%. Okay, after that it increased by 2% and then increased by 8%. Right? Now this effective decrease, will it be equal to this effective increase or more than that or less than that? Right? So हमें क्या find out करना है? Decrease of 2%, 2% and 6%. This entire effect, right? Will it be more than the effect of increase or not? That's it. We'll have to just check this thing. Okay, right? So now we will use the concept of successive percentage change. Okay, so if I look at the decreases, 2% decrease, 2% decrease and 6% decrease. So I'll apply a plus b plus ab upon 100 on this. Okay, and then include it with this. Similarly for increase, 2% and 8%, again I'll apply successive percentage change and we'll find out the effective change. Okay, now let's see how to apply this formula. So formula is, I'm writing it at the top, a plus b plus ab upon 100. Okay, where a and b are percentage changes. The value of a will be positive if there is an increase. The value of a will be negative if the change is a decrease. Similarly with the value of b. Okay, so you will have to be careful about the sign of a and b. Increase, it will be a positive sign. Decrease, it will be a negative sign. Okay, so first of all, I'll look at day 9 and day 10 when there is an increase of 2% and then increase of 8%, right? So effectively it will be 2 plus 8 plus 2 multiply 8 upon 100. Okay, so 2 plus 8 is 10. 10.16% is the net increase. Alright, 10.16% is the net increase. Am I clear? Right? Sure? Okay. Now, let's keep it aside, 10.16%. So, combining day 9 and day 10, I can say that there is a net increase of 10.16%. Okay, I have written it in the graph. Now I have to check for day 6, day 7 and day 8. So day 6 and day 7, let's calculate. So 2, but this is a decrease, so I write minus 2 and then again minus 2. Then minus 2 multiply minus 2 is plus 4. So 4 upon 100. Okay, so it will effectively come out to be minus 3.96 if I check the calculations, right? Now minus 3.96 and then day 8 it is 6% with a negative sign. So minus 3.96 minus 6 plus 3.96 को मैं 4 assume कर सकता हूँ effective like approximately. So 4 multiplied 6 is 24. So 0.24. Okay. So it will be minus 9.96 plus 0.24. So approximately it will be minus 9.72. Okay. I'm doing a little bit of approximation. So minus 9.7. Right? Okay. So this is what I have like effectively on these 3 days, day 6, day 7 and day 8, minus 9.72 percentage, okay, or effectively a decrease. Now I have to see the combined effect of these two, if it is a positive effect or a negative effect. Okay, very important calculation, right? So I have minus 9.72 and plus 10.16. So minus 9.72 plus 10.16, and then effectively I'll get minus the product of these two, 9 point something and 10 point something, effectively like approximately the product will be 100 divided by 100 will be 1. Okay, so minus 10.72 plus 10.16, and I will get a negative answer. Okay, so if I'll combine the growth on these 5 days, then effectively there will be a negative growth. Okay, so on day 10 the price will be less than day 5. Day 10 का जो price होगा, that will be less than the price of day 5. Okay, so to earn the maximum profit, the entire gold must be sold on day 5. All right, so this is the amount of calculations that you'll have to perform to check whether the price on day 10 will be more than or less than the price on day 5. Okay, we are clear that day 6, day 7, day 8 and day 9 the price will not be higher. Okay, because out of day 9 and day 10, since there is a growth on day 10, the price on day 10 will be greater than day 9. Okay, so I can eliminate day 6, day 7, day 8 and day 9, and they are also not given in the options, right? So day 3, because you can see the peak here, you will assume that the answer will be day 3, right? Day 10, because it kept on increasing up till day 10, but the answer is day 5. Okay, so day 5 there will be a maximum profit. The highest price of gold will be on day 5 as compared to any other day. All right, so that was question number 3. Let's move on and look at question number 4. Now question number 4, both Kiran and Bhavna bought 10 grams of gold on day 2 and day 3. Okay, right? Day 2 and day 3 respectively. Slight error, wait, 3 day 3 लिखा हुआ है. So both Kiran and Bhavna bought 10 grams of gold on day 2 and day 3 respectively and sold on day 3 and day 4 respectively. So Kiran bought on day 2 and sold on day 3. Bhavna bought on day 3 and sold on day 4. What is the difference between the profits earned by them? Now we'll have to calculate the actual profits. So that means we'll have to look at the price of gold now. Okay, now the price of gold was 3000 rupees per gram. So the price of gold for 10 grams will be how much? It will be 30,000. Fine. So they both have bought gold worth rupees 30,000. Okay, right? But that was the price on day 0. Okay, Kiran bought on day 2. So on day 2, the price was not 30,000. It must have increased. Again, day 3, when Bhavna bought, the price must have increased. So on day 0, the price was 30,000 for 10 grams of gold. Now, on the basis of this value, I should be finding the price of gold on day 2, day 3 and day 4. Right? I have to calculate the prices on these 3 days. Okay, fine. So let's do the calculation one by one. So on day 0, the price was 30,000, right? On day one, it increased by 2%. So 2% of 30,000 is equal to 600. So the price increased by 600 and it became 30,600 on day one. Perfect. 30,600 on day one. Now talking about day two. On day two, the price further increased by 4%. So 4% of what? 4% of 30,600. Fine. अब कैलकुलेशन कैसे करें? 30,600 का मुझे 4% कैलकुलेट करना है. तो 1% कितना होता है? Look at the top. 1% is 306. So 4% will be 306 multiplied by 4. Okay, so it will be 1224. So the price will increase by 1224. Okay, or you can say that the difference between the price of day 1 and day 2, I'm writing it here, is 1224. Okay, right? So 1224 add karna padega, then only I'll be able to find out the increase on the next day. So 1224 add kar dete hain. So 24813. So 31,824. This became the price of gold. All right. So this was day 2. Now next is day 3. So from day 2 to day 3, what is the increase? The percentage increase on day 3 is 8%. Now how to calculate 8%? So 1% of the price on day 2 is 318.24. 8% will be multiplied by 8, right? Now 24 into 8 is 192, so 2 rupees ho jayega. I'll add it later. So 318 multiplied by 8, so 64, 4, 6, 14, 1, 25. So 2544 plus 2 कर लेते हैं, जो डेसिमल का पार्ट था इसको कंज्यूम करने के लिए. So 2546, right? So third day the increase is of 2546. Add करते हैं. 7 0 13 3 1 4 and 3. 34,370 is the price, and the difference between the prices of day 2 and day 3 is 2546. Okay, right? So I can say that Kiran must have incurred a profit of 2,546, right? 2,546. Done. Now finally the price on day 4. So day 4 the price increased by 6%. Okay, 6% of what? Look at the top left hand corner. 6% of the price of day 3. So it is 343.7 multiplied by 6. So 7 into 6, 42. I'll add 4 rupees later. 6 3s are 18, 8, 1, 25, 5, 2, 18, 20. So plus 4 kar lete hain. So 2062. So the price increased by 2062 on day 4. Okay. Now there is no need to write the final price. मुझे तो सिर्फ profit ही देखना है ना. Okay. So I can say that from day 2 to day 3, the profit is 2546. From day 3 to day 4, the profit is 2062. Okay, so Kiran got the profit of 2,546 and Bhavna got a profit of 2,062. Okay, now check the difference between these two numbers, 2,546 and 2,062. So I'll write the difference between these two numbers. Okay, so difference between these two numbers, it is clearly calculable. Okay, easily calculative hai ye. So 4 and 8, 4. So 484. That is option 3 is the correct answer, right? मैंने calculations थोड़ी सी exact की हैं, तो मेरा exact answer आ रहा है. But you can always do a little bit of approximations because options are very far away from each other. Okay, right? So this is question number 4. Again, a little bit of calculations, but I hope you all are able to understand how I'm able to make these calculations doable. Okay, moving on. Next question, question number 5. What can be said about the price of gold on day 3 and day 10? Now, a very tricky one. So they have given the 4 statements, 4 options only. So basically the question is what can be said about the price on day 3 and day 10. So we must be doing the comparison on day 3 and day 10. कौन सा वाला price higher है? Okay, right? So first option, the price of gold was higher on day 3 as compared to day 10. Higher on day 10 as compared to day 3. Both are equal. There is no relation that can be established. So obviously option D is not correct. ठीक है? So A, B और C में से कोई ना कोई एक आंसर होगा. Right? Now how to tackle this thing? Now after day 3, I'll have to check whether there is an effective increase or decrease in the price. Okay? Now, if you remember, we have already checked it for the last 5 days. Last 5 days का तो हम check कर चुके हैं. Last 5 days, there was a slight decrease, 1% decrease था. Okay? So, जो भी मेहनत है ना, वो हम already कर चुके हैं. Okay? Last 5 days, there was a net decrease of 1% approximately. I'll take you back to the calculations. Question number 3 में हमने यही किया था. Okay, so this is question number 3. So effectively, if I'll calculate this thing, minus 10.72 plus 10.16, so it is minus 0.5, 0.6. Okay, so there is a slight decrease. There is a slight net decrease over the last 5 days. ठीक है, इसको नोट कर लेते हैं. So over the last 5 days, starting from day 6 up till day 10, there is a decrease of 0.5 or 0.6. ठीक है, मैं इसको 0.5, 0.6 छोड़ो, मैं 1% का decrease assume कर लेता हूं. Decrease by 1%. Okay, what happened on day 4 and day 5 after day 3? What happened on the other 2 days? 6% increase and 2% increase, right? So 6% increase, 2% increase merged with minus 1%. Can I say that effectively these 3 changes will definitely give me a positive increase? Okay, so I can say that the value must have increased after day 3 up till day 10. Okay, so if I'll compare day 3 and day 10, the value of day 10 has to be definitely more than the value of day 3. Okay, so the correct answer of this question, the price of gold was higher on day 10 as compared to day 3. Answer will be option B. Okay, this one was very simple. Understood? Let's move on and look at the last question for the day. Okay, last question. Sumit purchased 10 grams of gold every day from day 1 to day 9 and sold it on the next day. Basically, he bought 10 grams of gold on day 1, sold it on day 2, then bought 10 grams on day 2, which he sold on day 3, bought 10 grams on day 3, sold on day 4, and so on. He kept on doing it up till 9th day. So 9th day, he bought the finally 10 gram and he sold it on the 10th day. So question is, what is his cumulative profit till the end of, till the 10th day? So after 10 days, we'll have to find out the profit. Okay, right? I'll give you some time to think over it and then we'll have a quick discussion on question number 6. So I'll give you 1.5 minutes to work on this and then we'll check this, what will be the answer of this question. Now let us understand what is effectively happening. He bought on day 1 and sold it on day 2. And then he again bought on day 2. Now on day 2, the price of gold will be same for buying and selling, right? So the price at which he sold on day 2, he will buy it on day 2 itself, right? So effectively, can I say that he is not selling on day 2, right? Day 2, let's say he sold at 100 rupees and then he bought again at 100 rupees. So effectively, kuch ho hi nahi raha na day 2 pe. Okay, right? Similar thing will happen on day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6 and so on. So effectively, we can say that he has bought it on day 1 and sold it on day 10. Day 1 पे खरीदा and day 10 पे sell कर दिया. Okay, and now we'll have to find out his net profit. Okay, now friends, to find out the answer of this question, we'll have to find out the actual price on day 10. Okay, day 0 we know the price is for 10 grams it will be 30,000. Okay, right? Now we have already done the calculations up till day 4. If you remember, day 4 we calculated the price. We'll have to keep repeating the same thing for day 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more times. Okay, the same type of calculation that we did up till day 4. Okay, that calculation should be continued up till day 10 to find out the final answer. Okay, right? Because here, if you look at the options are 4,890, 4,940, 4,950, 4,990. So all the 4 options are within a range of 100. Okay, so the type of approximations that I was doing, right? You cannot you cannot afford to do more approximations than this. ऐसा ना कि आप like approximate answer calculate कर लो, but there is a gap of as low as 10 rupees in these two values. Okay, so if you have calculator, you will be able to get the exact answer. But if you don't have calculator, then you will be investing a lot of time for the remaining 6 days. And if you will commit a mistake of even 5 or 6 rupees on one day, that mistake, that gap may increase, and that will be more than the range that is given in the question, the difference between the options. Okay, so it is always suggestible in the examination to leave this type of questions. Okay, so if you have calculator, you can manage everything in less than 1.5 minutes. Go ahead, do the calculation, because in calculator you just have to keep on multiplying with a factor to get the value of the next day. So 10 times you will have to do the multiplication and you will finally get your answer. Okay, and that will be accurate because you are using calculator. But without calculator, don't even think about doing this question. Okay, right? So friends, this is all I can say about this particular set of questions. I hope you would have learned a few things from the sessions that we are conducting for all of you. Okay, and believe me, the student who will attend all these sessions in the live format, try to attend these sessions in the live format. Live format mein kya hoga? Like you will be able to learn more number of things. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask me. I will be posting the answer in the chat box, or I'll discuss it, right? Okay, so try to attend, like try to watch all these sessions. Even if you are watching the recordings of some of these sessions, it's fine, but make sure that you are attending all these sessions, because in these sessions I am helping you to prepare in a step-by-step manner for these examinations. All right, so friends, that's all from my side. If you have any kind of question, please leave your comment in the chat box and we'll be happy to answer. In case you want us to conduct any sessions in the future, you are struggling in any topic, please post your request and we will be handling all those requests personally. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thank you for being such an amazing audience. Please do subscribe our channel, like and share this session with your friends and family. Have a nice time. Bye.